everyone, welcome back to Synergy. It's a platform to influence, inspire and interconnect. Public speaking is an art of touching lives. Speak from your heart so that you can touch many hearts. Here I have exceptional student speakers from Ebenezer Group of Institutions to share their insight on how to become a public speaker. So I have wonderful student panel here. So welcome to you all.
Thank you.
Arun Saji from third year BSc Nursing and Spurti from Management and Harrison from Pre-University. So hearty welcome to you all. So it's my pleasure to have an interview with you. All right. So how are you all doing?
Hi, ma'am.
Yeah, doing good.
Okay. So who will start? Why did you love talking? Because it's all about speaking, right? So anybody who talk better, they'll have a prize, right? Yeah. So, yeah. How do you become a good speaker? Because I have, invited you to many of my programs, Hope Worldwide and Ebenezer Collaborative Initiatives, and they have proven their talent in public speaking in many platforms. So again, my question to Arun Saji, how did you become a good public speaker?
Yeah, so the journey about public speaking started since I was small age. So one of the incidents I would like to share is when I was in my school, I was given a role of Jawaharlal Nehru in November 14th. So that experience changed my life, to be honest. And also the support I got from my teachers, everyone made me to give an exceptional speech that day. Also, to answer your question, what made me a public speaker is that the ideas that an individual like myself would be having, when we feel that these ideas should be heard and listened by others, that energy or that striving capacity is what I feel makes me a public speaker.
Okay, that desire or the
Yes, ma'am.
striving capacity, what a good word that you have used. And you could feel people around you who have motivated you to
Yes,
become a
ma'am.
public speaker.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And I still remember when I called you as a chief guest to one of the colleges, and his talk was exceptional, and many people, many students have come to me and appreciated your performance the other day. So thank you once again for always contributing your effort in
my pleasure,
Hope
ma'am.
Worldwide. Yeah, Spurti.
For me, ma'am, I think I never really knew that I was good in public speaking. I think it was in my PUC where we were supposed to do a presentation, and that is when I did not have stage fright, but there was this nervousness of what if I make a mistake. That one thing was always in my mind. And when I went to the front and I did the presentation, my teacher was really impressed. She was like, you have a thing for public speaking. So that is when I realized, okay, I'm good at this. And since then I was called for many events, and I did many speeches, I spoke in many places. And public speaking, for some people it can be really difficult, but you should have the confidence. And it's very funny for me in the beginning that if I had any nervousness, I would imagine the audience as fruits and vegetables.
Okay.
That was a very funny thing. But slowly, after I overcame that nervousness, it felt really good. It felt that I felt confident.
That's a good example. Okay,
Yes,
so now
it
you are
is.
seeing me in the form of pumpkin or anything now?
No,
All
no,
right. So that's
it's fine. It's all
yeah,
good.
good. Okay, yeah, we will have some knacks. What do you say?
Yes.
Some tips every
Yes,
time.
yes.
Yeah, good. So that confidence is mandatory, right?
Yes.
And overcoming that fear,
Yes.
right? Yeah. So over to Harrison.
Yes, ma'am. So I actually got into public speaking as a method of personal growth and also as a way for me to step outside of my comfort zone. I've had a lot of struggles with stage fright and I've never been good at socializing. So then I knew that if I had to handle a large audience, I would need to be more confident, which is why I took up public speaking. It helped me with confidence and it gave me an opportunity to inspire and motivate other people. So I thought that this was a very good hobby for me and it would also help me improve. It would build my confidence and it's helped me make friends as well, because before I had a lot of trouble interacting with people. But now I've noticed that as of lately I have increased my confidence as well. So I am grateful for all the opportunities that I've been given. with anchoring and all that. So public speaking has been a vital role in my life.
Yes. Yeah, as you said, of course, right, you have to go through, some content has to be there, right? You need to continuously improving your knowledge on that particular domain. You'll get
Yes.
lot of matter to talk, right? So how well you explore that? Suppose if I give you a topic on, I still remember on Doctor's Day, I guess, you
Yes,
have
ma'am.
come to C.V. Raman General Hospital and gave a wonderful talk to the doctors, right? So how do you prepare yourself?
Yes, ma'am. So actually, first I familiarize myself with what I'm going to talk about. I research the topic. So, for example, if it's doctors, I checked who the first doctor was, how they came to be, what was their work, what were they known for. So then that's how I gained the confidence to be able to speak in front of everyone. But even then, a slight nervousness is always present in me. So I've been trying to work to gain confidence so that I'm not nervous at all. So that's my final goal.
Yeah, so taking it into a silly way, right?
Yes,
Sometimes it can connect. And okay, Spurti, I believe to become a public speaker, first you need to know the pulse of the audience, right? How
Yes.
to catch hold of them.
Yes.
Then your entire show will go quite interesting, right?
Yes.
So how do you understand or how do you assess the public when you stand before them and talk?
I think when you speak in public, you should present yourself confidently. If you present yourself confidently, then you can, in a way, attract the audience towards you. Like, okay, there is someone on the stage, this person is going to speak. And I personally think that the world is changing and there's a lot of new things coming up. So I believe these days public speaking needs a little bit of humor in it.
Yeah.
If there is no humor, the audience is going to sleep. So you need some humor, you need some enthusiasm, you need some jokes to blend it in, and that is, I believe, one of the ways you can attract the audience to see you and pay attention to you.
Yeah, that's a great tip, right? Using humor
Yes.
into your talk, right? Sometimes, is it possible every time to inculcate that?
No, not every time. As well, public speaking means there are so many different events, different places, different categories. Its humor is not always the perfect tip for any public speaking, and as I said, you need a lot of confidence. It depends on what the audience is feeling. If the audience is hype, for example, if there's a freshers party, then obviously the audience is hyped up, so you need humor, so you need fun, you need to make the audience go whoa. But if it is something very serious like a presentation in front of a company or something, then it's a complete different thing. You cannot
even, I
put
think, for
jokes.
even serious conversation or presentation also we can inculcate habit of
But it
kind
has to
of
be
sense.
limited, I believe,
Yeah,
comparing
that's a good
to
tip that you have given me now. And as Arun Saji is waiting for my question.
Yes.
Yeah. So now tell me any favorite book that influenced you a lot to become a good speaker.
So one of the books that influenced me in public speaking is The Wings of Fire by APJ Abdul Kalam. I read it when I was in school, so it's been some time since I've looked back into it. But the words which was written by APJ Abdul Kalam is so exceptional that it gives us a clarity and depth on what his thought process was, how he wanted to change India, like how to captivate the people of India into his way of thinking so that India as a nation can progress. So if we take that into the account of public speaking, I would be having people in front of me who would be listening to me. So as you have said before, to captivate them, we should know some tricks.
Yes.
It can be informal, it can be formal as well. So based on the age or the people that we are addressing, that we have to bring
Yeah,
them
of course.
to the path.
In research, we say demographic variables,
Demographic
right?
variables,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, that's what. See, if you read a book, what actually attracts you? Like, is it the vocabulary that is being used, or the content, or the cover page, whatever? Like, how do you prefer a book?
I usually, well, as a person who reads book, we can categorize into fiction and non-fiction. Fiction, mostly into fiction, we would look vocabularies. Non-fiction, though, we would look the life stories and all. So I'm a person who prefers fiction more than non-fiction. For me, though, vocabulary is something which I really love because English and good vocabulary entices me a lot.
Okay. So how about the family members? Spurti, my question is to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Like, is there anybody in family who is a good speaker? So you think, oh, I should become like him or her. Is there anybody?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, my entire family, they are all lecturers and
Okay.
college
Everybody is into
professors.
speaking.
Yes.
Okay.
So all of them are good speakers. It starts from my grandmother and it goes on. Even my younger sister, she's a very good speaker. So when the question is who do I look like, I want to be like this, I think that would go to my father or my uncle. Both of them, they really attract the audience. Like, it could be anyone, it could be an old man or a young child. They pay attention to both of them whenever they talk, because my uncle, he makes a lot of jokes and he knows what to speak. And even my dad, he's a very interesting person. So when I see them talk, I just imagine, I wish I could do that. I wish I could get the audience like that. So
So they are the people who inspire
Yes.
you. So you can
Yes.
say hi to them so that
hello,
they'll
if you're
feel-
seeing this,
Yeah.
if you're seeing this.
Yeah, they'll feel proud.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So okay, yeah. So now over to Harrison. Give me any. Can you narrate any memorable moment that you have got a lot of appreciation from your public speaking?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, the best and most memorable talk of mine would have definitely been the one at C.V. Raman General Hospital.
Okay.
And I thank you for giving me that opportunity, actually. So I would say that it was a very unique experience because I got to discuss with medical practitioners about how their perspective was, especially during difficult times like COVID-19, and how they handle situations. So it was definitely a very interesting learning experience for me, and I hope that I can also get to go to many other events like this and get opportunities to learn.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I'll be giving you more and
Yes.
more opportunities. We will together. We can create opportunities, right? Yeah. So how? Now, whenever I see Spurti, she always carry a good smile. See, I'm
Yes.
smiling just in front of camera. After behind camera, I'll be like this. Yeah. So yeah, when especially when we are anchoring or talking, and that smile also play a significant role, right? So how do you maintain that?
I think I had that from the time I was born. The environment I grew up in, the people around me, it was full of love and fun. So I think that really inserted me into
Yeah, that
my
positive vibes,
Yes,
that-
the positive
yeah,
vibes. It
so-
really inserted me and into my character. I look at anyone, there's always a smile because I love that person. This person cheers me up. So automatically there's a smile. I no need to pretend. So yeah,
Right.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
in that
a good
way.
point because
Yes.
smiling ultimately has become your habit, right?
I
Okay.
think so, yeah.
Yeah. So over to Arun. Tell me something about your life.
Well,
How do you manage your life? How do you manage your studies and public speaking? A lot of activities into Hope Worldwide and Ebenezer.
and I'm very proud to be a volunteer of Hope Worldwide, and I'm very grateful to you, ma'am. And yeah, as we'll get many programs based on the NGO Hope Worldwide as well. So I kind of balance both of them, even if it's college work or research work or any anchoring or any NGO work. Like I'll make myself, I'll cultivate in everything. So that's how I keep
I
in between.
believe he is always prepared. When I call him, I don't think any moment that Arun Saji has said no to that. Okay, so he's, yes, ma'am, I'll do. I don't know, out of fear or out of love, that we have to do research. Yeah. So that is what students. When I remember about any opportunity, if we don't catch that opportunity and utilize, I don't think we will have these moments to share, right? So yeah. So it's always a honor to have you with me, especially for the last Independence Day you have hosted the event, right? Okay, so is there any book that inspired you, Spurti?
To become a speaker, ma'am?
Yeah.
No. No, ma'am. Actually, I read books. I read books, a lot of books, but the books I read is always to something to do with fantasy or action or suspense or anything. Personally, I have not read any
Motivational. book.
motivational books.
So you love to go for Cinderella stories, like yeah.
Well, something like that. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. All right, it depends on how
Yes.
individual difference we actually consider. Okay, Harrison, how important language or vocabulary is into public speaking?
Yes, ma'am. I would say that language plays a very crucial role in public speaking. And when I'm talking about language, I don't only mean speech. Body language is very important as well. It could decide whether it keeps the audience's attention on you or not. And it's not a reason to be discouraged in case your language isn't good. There are other ways to get through to the audience and find a common ground. But language is pretty important because that's what helps them comprehend what you're trying to say, and it would convey the message in a more proper tone. So yes, I would say language is very important. for
And
me
we
at
should
least.
work on it, like
Yes.
continuous quality improvement. There are many students who always hesitate to speak because they are like, they anticipate that people
Yes.
will tease them, or, maybe they have less confidence in language. So what suggestion you would like to give, especially to nursing students, because after completing their BSc nursing program, they'll go for IELTS and OET, like, okay. So how do, in this 4 years lifespan, or I mean the duration of their course, how they can pick up a good vocabulary?
Well, one of the things I do personally is read books. So actually, based on the person, everybody will be having their own interest. So choose a simple book. You can start on the basics. Start with it, read, and those books will be having good vocabulary words, as ma'am has said. And also other ways is to, there would be many activities in the colleges. Participate in them. Even if you're shy, even if your language is wrong, it's fine. We all have been through that. And continuous improvement should
Yeah.
also be there. Like after one program, we should not stop there.
Yes.
We should improve ourselves.
Yeah.
By that,
But even participation also should be
Yes.
a habit,
Yes.
as Spurti has got smiling as a habit, right? Yeah,
Yes.
that's a great input that you have given me. Now it's my general question to all of you. Are speakers are good listeners? Yeah, have you ever thought about, are you a good listener or a speaker? Like, I'm just asking you, like.
yeah, in order to understand the person in front of us, we have to be first a good listener. Then only we would be able to convey the ideas or to make them feel that they are okay. Or first, we should make sure that they are comfortable with us. Then only we can convey the ideas
need to
to
build
them.
that rapport.
Rapport,
Yeah,
yes, ma'am.
yes. Okay, so Spurti, if you evaluate your speaking time and listening time in a day, how much score you will give to your listening time?
Personally, I think I'm a better listener because I have a very talkative sister at home.
Okay.
She talks a lot.
All right.
And I am the quiet one at home.
Okay.
So yes, at home I'm the quiet one, she's the talkative one. But when I'm in college or when I'm somewhere else, I'm the loud one. So I think I'm a bit of both. I think I can say I'm a good listener and I am a good speaker. It depends on the situation.
So Spurti is a good listener because of her talkative sister. So
Yes.
hi to her talkative
Yes.
sister. Yeah. So over to Harrison. So who gives you more appreciation in family whenever you get opportunities and take the mementos to home, certificates, and also how you get receive those appreciation?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, both my parents and my older brother is actually very proud of me. My brother is actually a great speaker, so
Oh.
I strive to be like him, and that I can learn to speak from him at least and become better at public speaking. So my parents as well do support me a lot. They've given me the freedom to make my own choices. Like for example, I chose to take science as my course, even though they were like telling me to take arts and life would be a bit more relaxing for me and
Okay.
not much of attention. So I made my own decision, and that was to take science, and so now I want to work towards it and improve.
Okay, so thank you so much, students, and they are like my friends and my volunteers for Hope Worldwide at Ebenezer Group of Institutions, and it was a privilege to interact with you, and you are the wow speakers of Ebenezer Group of Institutions. Okay, now I have to wind up the show. I have one question for you. Okay, if you give me the right answer, you will get a prize. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Okay, tensed?
No.
You must be tensed about the question. Okay, so who addressed the gathering with "My dear sisters and brothers of America"? Who is the speaker from India who addressed the audience with "My dear brothers and sisters of America"?
Mother Teresa.
Mother Teresa. Sorry, it's a wrong answer.
It's Swami
Absolutely right answer. So we'll clap for Spurti. So Spurti is the winner today. So say Dairy Milk. So thank you so much for answering. And those who were cheering you up, they also will get the same prize. So thank you, Harrison. So it was a pleasure to have an interaction with you.
Thank you.
Yeah.